Pogba wants another comeback. Coman's a no-go for City. Spurs hold crisis talk. Enrique might return, and a transfer roundup all coming up in the next few minutes. As I'm your host, Matt Froelich, here with the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. So first off, and to Paul Pogba, who apparently would prefer a summer move back to Juventus rather than a move to Real Madrid. All of the talk in the last few transfer windows has been about Pogba going to Real Madrid, how brilliant he'd be under Zinedine Zidane, £100 million, blah, 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 but it never really materialised. Maybe Real Madrid saw something in Pogba that the rest of us didn't, but now that we're all seeing instead. Whether it's his inconsistency or his constant injuries, it doesn't look like he'll be moving to the Bernabeu, but the man himself does want to return to Juventus. This would literally be the second comeback in his career. He would have gone Man United to Juventus, back to Man United, then back to Juventus again. And at the moment, I'm not so sure they currently need him. They've got a wealth of midfielders and such a massive squad that a few of them aren't even getting minutes in Serie A or even in the Champions League squad altogether. They're going to have to get rid of Emre Can, and I'm not sure Adrian Rabiot's move has gone so smoothly. Neither has Aaron Ramsey's. Blaise Matuidi is entering his 30s, Miralem Pjanic as well, and there's just not so many players that they can have in their squad. Paul Pogba, though, could move if they manage to get rid of quite a few of them. Whether or not this will actually happen is yet to be seen, of course, because, well, it's going to be a hell of a lot of money to try and bring him back to Italy. It's more than likely to happen next summer when there's a bit more time to talk through the details and not so much football going on. But the one thing that could help Juventus is that if they let Mandzukic go to Manchester United in January, that may sweeten the deal and sweeten the negotiations when it comes to talking about Pogba next summer. But moving on from Paul Pogba and to Kingsley Coman, who apparently won't be going to Manchester City. Now, these reports sprung up over the weekend that they would look at Coman to replace Leroy Sané, who they'd sell to Bayern Munich as well. I'm not sure it'd be a deliberate swap deal, but it could be that, plus a little bit of money either way involved. I'm not quite sure who would actually be worth more at the moment, Sané or Coman. Probably Sané. I'll leave a poll right about here so you guys can let me know. What it does mean is, though, if Bayern Munich get rid of Coman and then bring in Sané, they're still going to have that problem of not having that many wingers. They're only going to have Sané and then Gnabry on the other side. The whole point was that they were going to have more players to play out wide after losing Robben and Ribéry in the same summer. And with Kingsley Coman's injuries, it's literally leaving them with just Gnabry. They're going to have to decide whether or not to pay $100+ million for Sané or Coutinho, but Coutinho is a number 10 and not really a wide player. As for Manchester City, well, Guardiola has said that if a player isn't happy at his squad, he will let them leave. So it looks like Sané may make the move back to Germany, but this just won't be with Coman heading in the other direction. But away from transfers for a minute and to crisis talks at Tottenham as Pochettino nears the end of his 6-year reign as Spurs manager. Apparently talks were held between him and Daniel Levy over the club's poor form, and basically everything that's gone before, including a Champions League final appearance and some challenges for the title a few years ago, seems to have been swept under the carpet because at the moment results just aren't good enough. Apparently he was going to be given to the end of the season to turn things around, but the problem is, if Spurs continue in this bad form and don't make the Champions League, that's a hell of a lot of money they're going to be missing out on. The kind of money they're going to need for new players if they want to challenge for the title and to cover the debt from their new stadium. It's not as drastic or as important as it was when Arsenal moved into their new stadium, but they're still going to need to make a little bit of money back. This can mean that Pochettino is sacked after the West Ham game should a poor result come out of it. Who are they going to be replacing him with, though? Well, Jose Mourinho, of course, is still sniffing around a few jobs. Julian Nagelsmann and Erik ten Hag are being talked about as well, but they may have to come in next summer when there's more time to talk about it and when the clubs are willing to release their managers, because they don't really like doing it mid-season. And talking of managers, Luis Enrique could be returning to the Spain job about 7 or 8 months after he left. He was left on personal grounds back in March and was replaced by Robert Moreno, who since then has guided Spain to Euro 2020 qualification. His 9 games in charge have seen Spain win 7, draw 2, and last night they put together a fantastic thrashing of Romania 5-0. Moreno has said before that if Luis Enrique were to come back, he'd happily step aside and let the former boss take them into Euro 2020. But at the moment, it looks like Moreno is just not going to continue anyway. There has been no official statement from the Spanish FA as of yet, but he did cancel his press conference yesterday, and it does look like he won't be in charge, even if Luis Enrique is waiting or not. So lastly but not least, we come to a quick roundup of the rest rest of the day's transfer news, where Genk midfielder Sander Berg is interested in the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea and Napoli, who he's actually played against this season in the Champions League. Neymar's rejected the chance to extend his contract at PSG, which currently runs out in 2022. Barcelona are eyeing Pekovic, the Croatian forward, as a long-term replacement for Luis Suarez. And should Manuel Pellegrini be sacked after the West Ham Spurs game at the weekend, the Hammers are looking at bringing in Rafa Benitez. So that's all from me for today. Make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comment section on all of today's daily news. Smash the like button and click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.